Everyone, we are here at Dovetail, and we are excited to introduce to you Barbara and Charlie and Ted. And Dovetail is one of the showrooms that Designer Discovery is so excited to feature during this market, and talk to Barbara a lot about the inspiration behind their furnishings, about the company history, a little bit about just the story behind Dovetail. So we're going to start off, and I'm going to turn it over to Barbara, Charlie, and Ted to just give a little bit about where did Dovetail come from and what the inspiration behind it is. So Barbara, you want to?
Well, thank you and welcome to our showroom. Thank you for coming by. And we've been doing the High Point Market for about 10 years now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Just 2 years we're in this new showroom, which we absolutely love, and I hope you will see as we walk through. It's a beautiful building, a beautiful showroom, and I'm excited to show it to you.
Yeah, so we're in the suites at Market Square, yeah, Dovetail is, we started Dovetail in about 1992, so we're, what, 28 years old?
No, 30. Oh, 28.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've been doing this for a while. We source basically from India, Indonesia, China, and Vietnam, and we sort of built collections through a variety of suppliers from each of those places. Our look is quite sort of eclectic in nature, and there's a lot of layering that Barbara does when setting up the showroom. So you'll see that a lot of the product comes from a lot of different sources, and it kind of creates this overall look, which we'll be moving through shortly, right?
And as you'll see, color is a big theme with us. It's very accessible. It's it's not too serious. I mean, this showroom has natural light, and it's beautiful.
It's very comfortable. I think it's one of the feeling that you get right when you walk in is it's just a place you want to hang out. You don't want to leave. You just feel like any surface that I've seen so far, I could just sit and stay for the day and have conversations with friends, and it has that casual elegance that I think probably is exactly what you strive for.
Well, I think that's our idea. We want to make it so it's accessible and not too, maybe not too hip, not too cool, but really more for like everybody's home, so everybody can feel like I could shop here, I could live like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe we'll just tell you a little bit about this look, which is for us a newer look, and we call it the modern farmhouse. Basically, the idea behind it is like, I'm sure you've seen all these new houses pop up, black and white, or white and with black windows. And so we kind of took that and basically translated it over into the furniture idea. And then obviously we pop in some color with it so that it's not just black and white. And for this season, we chose the gold or mustardy. I think it complements really nice. And at the same time, we have tried quite a few pieces with the rattan, which seems to be so popular right now. And again, it just works very well with each other.
And these alabaster lights are sort of a takeoff from the 30s and 40s in Europe.
They're beautiful.
Exactly, yeah. So it gives it somewhat of a modern, but again, still also organic light, not just...
Yeah, a lot of mixed materials from the sort of rattan. You know, we may color teak sideboards and do them in a matte black finish with a light rattan. We feel like this, and lighter fabrics, right? I mean, it's,
Then we incorporate this coffee table. We incorporate marble and wood and glass and iron. So it's a mix of a lot of different materials.
And as Charlie has mentioned, like you don't see in here one set that comes out of one factory. So we work with about 60 different factories. And we said put it together in one way, but you can put it together in another way.
Right.
It doesn't have to be, oh, this is only working.
Right. Now it definitely has that custom feel. It doesn't feel like it's just out of a box. Here's a collection, and you take the collection and you move with it. I think that any designer could come in here and find one piece to work with other pieces that you have, or with anything else that they're putting together in their
Exactly.
design.
You wouldn't have to change your whole house around to make it fun.
No.
Yeah, and I like the scale too. I think that the scale that we're seeing in this room, you could really use it in anything from a high-rise condo to that farmhouse to an apartment. I mean, it really could go to any design. And I think the scale is really nice in this room. So, and I love that alabaster chandelier.
Yeah.
So I want that for myself on my dining table.
That can be arranged.
That can be arranged. All right, all right. Well, should we go into the next room?
Yes, I think so. Let's move
Okay.
on to the next room.
Oh, this is fantastic. These are really beautiful. So tell us a little bit about this.
Here we have a slightly warmer look, so we call this our warm modern. And basically the idea is like when everything was in gray finishes, right? We start to go after real gray and into still stay light, but into the warm color, and it has been very, very successful. So it's again, it's warm. The finishing, you know, has some distress in it, some paint maybe, some layers of finishing. And the shapes are modern, which is kind of, you know, obviously where the trend is, but then it's not just also modern material. It's like we mix maybe old wood and then with the modern shape paper and so on.
And we've been updating a lot of our fabrics now, performance fabrics,
Oh, that's great.
which is, you know, customers want that these days. So.
Yeah, and as you can see, like almost every sideboard has some kind of a design in the door. So is it geometric, or down there we'll see later beautiful, like not necessarily geometric door design, but it seems definitely a trend. I mean,
There's a
we
lot of
cannot
detail.
get enough.
There's a lot of detail in this.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of detail in it.
And they're really statement pieces, right? You just can have one of these sideboards and make a big statement.
Well, and you displayed it beautifully with some art that has a lot of color, because you know you can change the art in and out, but this truly could go anywhere. I mean, this has that the texture and the depth is just beautiful.
And if you look around, so basically in this room, most of our chairs are in some off-white or beige, and you could literally mix one with the other. You move it to this table or that sofa, to this coffee table, it all works. And that's the idea again, that you design your home and you design in 50 pieces, not us.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about these.
These lamps are actually the out of Indonesia, and we have them in 3 different sizes. They look super cool in our home office, which we just remodeled. We have a long hallway, and we hung them in all different heights.
And it's a very modern space with glass and concrete, and that sort of organic material just really, it looks great.
And softens it again,
Soften,
you know,
yeah.
taking it away from just only modern. So,
Again, it invites you in. It just makes you want to stay.
exactly. It's the same with this lamp over
Absolutely.
here, which we call porcupine lamp, and it's just, you know, that natural material over a more modern table.
It's just very accessible. It's not intimidating. You know, you see some lines that are just so sort of intimidating almost. This
Right.
is very accessible.
No, this has that feeling of I'm on vacation.
Yeah,
For sure, for sure.
that would be nice.
That would be nice. If we could just be permanently on vacation in our homes.
Exactly,
That's the
especially
state of
now.
mind you want to be in.
Well, and that's where we all are going right now too, with our homes. We're spending so much time there that we're just thinking our homes need to feel like they're a place of rest, and we want them to be beautiful. And I feel like things like, you know, what you're showing here is achieving that in a great way. Where do we want to go next?
We're going to go to the next room. And so this for us is, which is maybe you walk over here so you can see a bit more. So we have tried again to go a little bit into darker, deeper colors, and we have seen now just in, you know, yesterday and today people are really liking it. Again, we have the more modern shapes. We have, this is actually nicely distressed and has a warm finish on it. So we're seeing some trend going definitely back a little bit into more the deeper colors, but not necessarily traditional. So I think people are still looking to move forward with some modern shapes, but have then so you also see with the art, we mixed in all different shades of greens and blues.
These chairs are so fun.
Oh, and they're comfortable.
tell me
They're
a little
so
bit.
comfortable. You have to sit in them.
I'm gonna sit in them. I'm gonna be the tester for everybody, every designer that's watching. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So these actually, we have them in 2 colors, and The one with the white fabric on it, which we see in the other room, is our best-selling chair right now. I mean, by far, it's absolutely crazy. You cannot.
Barbara, these are awesome. These are incredible.
We can't make these fast enough.
Yeah. I wish everybody could sit in this, but just trust me, I've sat in it, and it gets the stamp of approval from me in a big way.
I think your reaction is authentic.
So, especially when you've been on your feet for a long time, it's hard to get out of it. All right, where are we going
We're
next?
going to go. You can just take a quick look over here, where we basically have again combined obviously super soft sofas. They're all slip covered. All our white sofas are slip covered and 100% cotton with a downfill, and so they're definitely comfort. But again, we mix it in with an organic lamb, with a modern coffee table to get that same.
I think this goes back to the way you have built your collection. The scale, you have things for any size home, and it's great. Tell me a little bit about your lead times. What for your pieces?
Our lead times, generally we try to stock everything. So we have two big warehouses in Los Angeles. If it's out of stock, it should be in within 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh wow!
But we have obviously, as every other vendor in our business has experience now.
Yeah,
absolutely. There definitely was a disruption of the supply chain, and so but we were very strong with inventory as this all happened, and so we're still in a pretty good situation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, overall, we still have inventory, and we have lots of containers on the way.
And we have old relationships with all of our suppliers overseas, so that helps in times like this.
Absolutely.
Like maintaining the supply chain.
Yeah, over 20 years, I'm sure you've built 28 years. I'm sure you've built some very strong
All
relationships
friendships,
and friendships, and everybody's helping each other out. So that's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. All right, where are we
So
going
let's
next?
walk into our coastal room.
Okay.
So for us, the whole coastal look is a huge thing. So we also experienced though that it's not just sold to states along the coast, but actually everywhere. And behind me is more like the traditional coastal, with, the big cabinets, the big tables, tall chairs, maybe more traditional chandeliers. Where if you go swing this way around, you can see that we have a slightly more young and cleaner line, whiter finishes, maybe even go down all the way to a little bit more glamorous and mixing. So this is the white really there. So definitely a bit of a younger look than
Right. Tell me a little bit about these chairs. Are these indoor outdoor, or are these just indoor?
so these are indoor.
These are indoor.
We have a section upstairs we can go and visit. We have a lot of indoor outdoor, but this is indoor. We have them in two colors. Again, it's like the natural materials, and then also there's more black now, just a bit more contrast.
That's great. Oh well, we have to show the chair. The
The
chair.
white
that I-
chair. There we
Yes.
go. Here you go.
Here's that amazing chair in white.
Yeah.
So I guess the question that we're going to be getting a lot from this Instagram live is this chair in stock?
That's going to be a problem.
That's going to be a problem.
But
it's
you know
coming.
what?
It's coming.
If not, obviously put your order in, and then you're on the list. So it's
Exactly.
always systematic. And by next show, right, you're going to have the two-seater sofa
A two-seater
in the
sofa.
same look.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna be
think so
amazing.
too.
All
I
right.
think so too.
So where do you want to go next? We go upstairs.
I think we're going to go upstairs.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, you see the others alabaster
Yes.
lights, right? Very cool. So up here on your right side, we have our accessory wall, and so we started doing accessories not because we want to be in the accessory business, but just we figured we need to decorate our showrooms, and everybody was asking, well, where can we get it? So we have pillows, we have poke stops, baskets, and again,
It's hard to find a good basket, I have to say.
we have
Not at Dovetail.
Not a Dovetail.
No.
I have experience trying to find a great basket, and these are some great ones.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
are some very good baskets.
Also, I think glass is always important because it gives that sparkle or shine to a showroom at the
Well,
end.
the other thing is, in order to find this kind of thing, you have to travel a lot. You have to go to a lot of smaller factories and source it.
Right.
And that's why we tend to have very interesting little accessories that we put the time in.
Yep.
And we changed the look a lot, which I think
Oh,
is
yeah.
important for us.
I mean, just even the detail, you know, you can just tell that the quality of these baskets and in the little details that you see here with the detail and the, it's really wonderful.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Tell me a little bit about these.
Well, these, we found them actually, they're made in Bali. And I just thought they were just so charming. Obviously, you know, a little bit with the whole coastal thing and the shells and all that, but they're just such a nice little accent somewhere, right?
They are.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
Then these are amazing, like you can keep them in stock.
Oh.
So this is the glass poured over teak roots.
Wow.
This is a teak root, which normally you would not know what to do with, and then they
Fantastic.
pour the glass. And so each one is different. Each
The
of
way
pieces.
it pours
Yeah.
over is,
Yeah.
these are outstanding. Can you
Yeah.
get a close up of these so everybody can see them?
So you can see it actually only fits right like that and no other way.
Oh, those are fantastic.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic.
So
All right. Are we getting any questions? Have we seen on Instagram Live? Do we have any new questions? I've
Just
tried
some
to-
thumbs up.
We've gotten some thumbs up. I've been trying to answer any questions that have come
I
across
see.
as we go without having to stop you because you're doing a great job with your tour. So I don't
Thank
want
you.
to stop your flow.
So this is basically, we would call it our California indoor
And
outdoor
everything else is
look.
ready.
Most of the chairs up here are truly outdoor, so it's the the ropes and the what have you. The same with the tables, the solid teak tables and so on.
And then there's concrete also. We have a large variety of
Concrete. Concrete and the pots, so you can really put a nice outdoor section together. And we have seen a huge, crazy demand for outdoor.
Oh, I'm sure.
So again, the same as we talked before, like people just want to
But
make
it's
their
being
home
used
in their
indoor.
house.
It's being used indoor a lot. I mean,
That
we
is
find
right.
more and more people are doing this sort of indoor, outdoor.
Yeah, I mean these indoor, outdoor, rounded dining desk chair. I mean this looks incredibly comfortable.
If you have
Anything.
if you have children, I mean these are
They can spill
materials
anything.
you can't really
Right.
destroy, right? So it's a pretty
Exactly.
good look.
All right, we'll be here.
Exactly.
Tell me a little bit about the fixtures in here.
So it's again the same. We have obviously the organic kind of shapes, organic materials to soften up the overall concrete. And
This is actually has a funny story behind it. These are originally in markets when they were when they sell chickens in Indonesia, they would put the chickens under the baskets and display them that way. So this is where that lamp comes
the
from.
live chicken.
The live chicken.
Live chicken. So this is this is the chicken light.
This is the chicken.
This is the chicken light. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but they're exactly like that. Nothing modified. Only a hole put in and lights in there.
Yeah.
I think what you have to know with all of these, that the shapes vary a little bit, the sizes do vary a little bit, so you have to be open. You have to just understand that that's the product.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if somebody is watching and they call you guys and they say, I want the chicken light, will we all know what they're talking about?
I will.
You
You're
will
gonna
know.
have to tell the office
Barbara
that
will
from
know.
now on. Yes, exactly.
Or you're gonna have to tell the you're gonna have to
Yes,
tell the
I'm going to
office.
inform everybody now that this is.
Or just ask for Ted. He'll know.
Just ask for Ted
Yeah,
and say you want the chicken light, and
Yes.
they'll get it for you. But this is fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
So I think that's pretty much our
tour. This is
tour.
really fun, and
You can always find us online.
yes.
Yeah.
Dovetailfurnitureonline.com.
So, and you can, we're going to continue to show great things that you guys are bringing to market each year on our designer discovery site and on your profile, and we're going to make sure that everybody knows all these amazing things that you're bringing to the design community. So thank
We
you.
appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.